Did you all see this from the Vatican? That's a human skull. A human skull. An actual human skull that they're putting in a statue of, I think, Saint Agatha. Yeah, that's just normal. People just have human skulls hanging around that they put into statues of saints. I'm sure that happens every single day. Strange shenanigans, Booshkies. Strange shenanigans indeed. Things just keep getting weirder. Till next time, Shabadoo Booshkies, Shabadoo.
Oh, see, I'm right. Oh, kinda broke the evil yard, so all I got five. Yeah, you miss a brew and I might just chill, but at the times I like to learn a joint like Sam. I still do this bit looking when I'm up for it. I got some back on it, find it and I'm up for it. Look at the S, the D-I-V-E-S. Never last summer I had a flight rolling joint like a cigarette. So my secure table like ping pong. I'm gone beating my chest like King Kong. It's so that my lips around the body and then it's time to getting another story. Fool all this that shit nobody know he ain't my homie. To begging me this too many had to be promised to let my finish. I got five. I got five for it. Yeah. I got five for it. Yeah. Let's go have a rock inside. I got five for it.
Ronald McDonald was a rapist, a child molester back before McDonald's began. If you Google Ronald Carroll McDonald, he was a rapist, a child molester, and that was the whole play on McDonald's wanting kids. Child Play Center was for kids. It was a joke on the entrapment of the kids.
Ronald Hamburger. Now come on and meet the boys and girls. Oh, we've already met. I know we're going to be friends too, because I like to do everything boys and girls like to do. We'll have lots of fun.
The red lips on the clown of Ronald McDonald was the blood from eating people. That's why Ronald McDonald got red lips. He wear gloves.
McDonald's hamburger, delicious.
Mom told me never to talk to strangers.
Well, you're one of friends always, but I'm Ronald McDonald.
That's why I ain't fucking you, bitch, you fat motherfucker. Say money. First off, fuck your bitch and I click you claim. What's up, I'm here, I'm coming fifth again. You claim to be a player, but I'm packing your fight. Who bust to bad boys, nigga, fuck for life. Last profit and I see me be caught, I slip. Because college on the mafia, some more gas bitches. Say money. Yeah. I'm a self-made millionaire. I can live it out of prison, pistol in the air. Biggie, remember when I used to let you sleep on the couch and back up to let you sleep on the house. Now you all back for stop. You copy my style. 5 shots gonna drop me. I took it as smart. Now you back to some Rica state. With my idea of steel clock that you have to hit. Motherfucker, hit 'em up. Hit 'em up.
Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today we have a pretty well, a lot of the videos I'm reacting to are kind of long. So although it doesn't look like that much on my side because it's not that many numbers of videos I got to go through, I don't know what the link gonna be like once I start editing, but I'm not gonna hold you guys. I hope you guys are doing great. I hope you having a good midweek, and then I pray that you have a great rest of your week. But let's get to the content. So without any further ado, get whatever you need to chill with me, and let's get to the content. So let's go. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you have not. Turn on those notifications and then go ahead and click all, notify all, so that you get all the notifications when I drop content. But do not forget, you guys, like, comment, and subscribe. And let's get back to the content.
So you mean to tell me Beyonce had to sit on this weirdo lap just to talk to Michael Jackson for a song? Not only that, the man wrapped his arms around her waist. What the fuck is going on in Hollywood? But we gotta be real clear about this, because she was like 19, maybe 20 years old. This guy was probably in his 50s. But I have a question. You shocked? You surprised? You disturbed by this? If she can do this on camera, what do they do off camera? Never mind. I heard some people say that Beyonce was nothing but an industry plant. They use the word industry plant because it comes from the Hollywood tree. What you are looking at right here is the holly tree. But before becoming a tree, it must be a plant. A Hollywood plant. Or I should say, the industry plant. But let's go a little deeper. Remember Aaliyah? Remember how famous she was before Beyonce had any kind of fame? Hollywood is all about magic, sacrifices, and rituals. Oh, wait. We can't forget about destiny swapping. Yes, this is a destiny swap. Beyonce is a Virgo, a earth sign. Aaliyah is a Capricorn, a earth sign. Aaliyah moon sign is in Virgo. Beyonce is a Virgo. Her moon sign is Scorpio. Scorpios don't get along with Capricorns. But I just want people to understand what Hollywood really is. It's the occult. Whatever takes place behind closed doors, they can't speak on it. Or I should say, shh. They sign the contract of silence. And when you do speak about the shit that's going on, they get rid of you.
I can't speak on the astrological side of it because I'm a Taurus and I get along great with Scorpios. So shout out to Scorpios. However, we all know she was an industry plant, and if you don't know, now you know about the Aaliyah situation. Look in depth. I think I've talked about that before, but yeah, I don't put it past, and I know that was a very odd video of her sitting on his lap. Like, it's like, why? When MJ was going to be on speakerphone anyway, so did she really necessarily need to sit on your lap? She could have sat in the chair and still heard him. That's what they do.
Ye's new music video with Don Toliver is filled with hidden messages. Let me explain. Now, unless you live under a rock, you more likely seen that Ye posted a picture of him and Don Toliver saying, "Today." And a lot of people would expect this to be a music video because they have a song together, and as you can see, I'll be correct because a few hours later, Ye would drop a music video on his Instagram, and if y'all know me, y'all know I love breaking down these videos. So, let's get it. Now, first I gotta say, shout out to Bianca because it's like the 4th music video she's directed for Ye, and it's really building a whole ecosystem. When you look at the Father and the King music video, you don't really count the other one. It feels like they're all a part of the same movie or TV show. Y'all get what I'm trying to say. There's actually a lot more moments that show us this. For an example, do y'all recognize this nurse? It's the same nurse from the King music video, and I know a lot of you guys probably like Ren, but she's not an alien. Let me cook. There's one thing that reminds us that this is the same nurse. Look at the table, the syringe. And if you watch the King music video breakdown, then you would know that the nurse used a syringe to give Kanye, the medicine, which means the body on this table might just be the same Ye we seen in the King music video. And a lot of you guys probably wonder why I'm questioning that, but there's a reason for that. Look at the Ye on this table. He's wearing a button-up shirt, but the Ye in the King music video wore a t-shirt, so it really makes you think, is this really Ye's body? And by Ye, I mean the one from the King music video. And when we get a little bit into the beginning of the music video, we see another indicator that this might be connected to the Father music video and the King music video, the police officers. And they just so happen to walk in with something that, let's just say, used to be on Ye's shoulders. After that, the autopsy kinda begins, and I say kinda because it would stop, but one of the cylinders would pop open, revealing, oh baby. Don Toliver. Keep in mind he's all zombified, so it's clear he's undead. Now, when we get back to the autopsy, they start taking things out of the body, and I believe each thing has a meaning. First item we see them remove is a flare, which usually represents distress and the need for help. So why would the first item be a flare? Well, that might be answered by the third item, but first we gotta get to the second one. Second item would be butterflies, which I won't stay on too long, but as we all know, butterflies represent rebirth, which is something that Ye has been toying around with lately. Now, when we get to the third item, like I mentioned before, this will show how the first item was a flare, aka a sign of distress. The third item would be apples, or specifically 3 of them. And why is that important? Well, as we all know, an apple a day keep the doctor away. So clearly these apples were made to keep the doctors away. But from what? This next item might represent the first thing we see that Ye might have been protecting, his faith, because out this time comes a Bible and a candle, which kind of connects back to the Father music video. But after the release of his faith, you'll see him fight back with ninja stars. But even those don't work because they keep on digging, and the next thing they pull out was a bucket of sand, which in this narrative I believe represents Ye's childhood or innocence. That is followed up by a burning rose, which in some cases can symbolize an intense passion. So far they removed the faith, innocence, and passion. So what's next? Well, it's the only thing that can really keep a man alive. And as soon as that's removed, the silver balloon floats out the body. And I won't explain what that means in this video, but look out for the extended version. Now after the soul, balloon leaves, they put the heart back into the body. And after that, Don Toliver picks up the head and does something that really makes me question if this is the same Ye from the King music video. When he places the head back on the body, he doesn't place it upwards, he places it sideways. And as soon as he does, the head snaps into position and Ye's back alive. But based off the positioning that Don put Ye's head back on, it's almost like somebody might have, reenacted that one scene out of Vampire Diaries, which wouldn't necessarily add up to the ending of the King music video. So who is this? Why is Don Toliver a zombie? Well, you can find out next time on They Kill Ren. But if you like this video, don't forget to like, follow, and let me know what you think down below.
That was interesting. I wonder if he was trying to play the concept of them saying that he was a clone.
Now, based on my logical assertions, it seems like Young Pharaoh and Nature Boy are compromised by the same malevolent demonic spirit because they're both talking about cats. Now watch this video.
This is the spirit of a cat. Why? Because I channeled something the other day and this is what influenced. Well, one of the things that influenced me besides myself, Jabone. So half killer in me, half pimp, half samurai.
Yeah, cats. Meow 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 meow.
The demonic spirit that they was channeling was the Nekomata, and the Nekomata is a supernatural cat of yokai that's connected to occulted Japanese folklore. And the cat has two tails, which represents the double mind, because a double mind is a confused mind that's connected to James chapter 1 verse 8. Because a double-minded man is unstable in his ways because he doesn't have a sense of self-direction, which creates a chronic imbalance. So that means that you don't know if you want to be masculine or if your ass want to be feminine. So with all that shit being said, I hope that brother gets some healing and protect your energy out here in the name of psychic self-defense, because energy transfer is real.
The fact that he had stiletto cat nails just blew me. I was like, oh my God. And they were long too. Strange. But that's what happens in this industry, like you have to kind of like compromise your manhood for the industry.
Who is this?
The devil. What? That's the devil. That's the man called Caesar Borgia. Who? The son of Pope Alexander the Sixth of Rome. All right, this is an image that was painted by Leonardo da Vinci. It was also painted by Michelangelo. So this is, according to Revelation 13, the image of the beast. Jesus Christ was never white. Jesus Christ is a black man, according to the Bible, and you are the Israelites, black people. All right, that's who we are, the real Jews.
Okay, how do you know he's black?
It's in the Bible. Revelation chapter 1 and verse 14 and 15. Daniel chapter 10 verse 5 and 6. Daniel chapter 7 verse 9. Revelation chapter 2 verse 18. The Bible describes Jesus Christ as a black man.
He's right,
You know what you think in the comments below.
Majority of you way they argue, you don't understand, That's the reality. This guy is the real guy that we are talking about. You don't know. That's the reality. I tell you honestly, that's the reality. That's the guy. Everybody on this earth, in this world, is worshiping this particular guy. That's the honest truth.
What do y'all think?
Diana Jenkins, the alleged pimp of Hayden Panettiere, was also a Real Housewives of Beverly Hills in 2022. And all of the ladies knew about her book, Room 23, that may or may not have been used for trafficking purposes.
You guys seen her book, Room 23?
No! It's really sexy.
So beautiful, this book.
What is it? Tell me.
Diana, do you want to tell the story about the book?
I don't particularly want to talk about the book tonight because it took a lot of money, a lot of time to achieve what I did, but it backfired.
Ready to order?
All these rumors started. It was like an offense of my character.
Not like an international sex trafficker and madam of high-class prostitutes. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
It's honestly so ridiculous that I can't even believe that actually it could have caught on.
Notice how she never says no. It's no wonder that all of the women on the show and producers had heard of these rumors, because 10 years before she was ever on the show in 2012, Crazy Days and Nights Celebrity Blinds website posted that Diana was running a high-class call girl, party girl ring for Arabs, Wall Street, DC, Royal royals and Hollywood elites. That Hayden was her little pet. This is where things get really interesting. Lindsay Lohan and Amanda Bynes were also featured in this book, Room 23. Lindsay Lohan's husband is Arab, and his professional background overlaps with the same international banking wealth management world in which Roger Jenkins operated in. That's Diana's ex-husband. Not to mention all of the online speculation trying to link Lindsay Lohan, Diana Jenkins, and Dubai in these celebrity blinds. Like I said, Amanda Bynes was also in this book, another child actor and Nickelodeon star, who had a lot of her shows produced by Dan Schneider, another alleged pedo creep. Weirdly, is also directly tied to Asher Monroe, Diana's longtime, much younger fiance. Just also happened to be a child actor on the show Zoe 101, produced by Dan. Started to be accused of sexual misconduct in 2022, same year that Diana Jenkins became a housewife of Beverly Hills. I wonder if that's why she only lasted one season. Maybe she didn't want anything else to come out. As always, you know what you think about all of this down below.
It's all connected.
Could James Blunt be involved in the death of Hayden Panettiere?
If only actress Hayden Panettiere had written a book detailing how she was pimped by her close friend and sexually abused by a powerful Hollywood actor at a young age. Oh wait, she did.
She physically put me in the bed next to this undressed man who was very famous and had his hands like this, like this was just, you know, an average day for him. This is something that happens all the time.
And a lot of people have been trying to figure out who that is. James Blunt has come up a number of times. This is a screenshot from a recent music video that he put out. And so he's kind of like telegraphing something going on a yacht.
When did this music video come out?
Released August 14th.
Dude.
2 days before the death of Hayden.
Oh my God, he did it.
Multiple photos show him in close settings with Hayden. Some of these photos show him with her on the yacht. Multiple parties in overlapping social circles place him and Hayden with proximity. He was known to be active in the yacht scene on the French Riviera, and he was rumored to have made moves on Hayden back in 2009.
And together. Guess who this is?
Is that Diane
Jenkins?
Wow.
Now, Diane Jenkins had talked about on the Beverly Hills Housewives that she was known for putting together a table book called 23 of all of these very high-profile celebrities and people, one of them being Hayden Panettiere, that posed naked for her. And people are now alleging that she used this book as a madam to traffic these women to the elites.
The Hayden story, I don't know if he's the one that...
Oh no, I'm saying he killed her.
Allegedly. But it all starts to make sense, you know? Things that make you go,
Now, on the day that Hayden died, he dropped this video. As it begins, he plays the role of a Good Samaritan and picks up a hitchhiker, but the video immediately turns dark. Did y'all catch this? Look at the passenger side. Pay attention. Now we realize that this hitchhiker has been kidnapped and bound, while James Blunt sings "Your Skin Tastes Like Summer." Now we see James Blunt and this kidnapped man dancing around in the living room, and he begins to run. So now we find out that this man is just going along to get along. He's dancing and playing with James Blunt, but in reality, he really wants to get away. And at the same time that he starts running, the song says, "I can't let you go." This is pretty self-explanatory, right? Face down, floating. This man is dead now. James Blunt the whole time has been singing, "There's no saving us." In my opinion, that deals with salvation, and that's dangerous. These people are sick and they are absolutely dangerous. Kidnapping, murder, and cannibalism all on display in the music video. And some are going to say this is just art.
The fact, and that people do say that it's just art, but like, who the frick make art like that? Like, ew. But it's like, yeah, they tell you the truth and they make it entertainment.
Hey, y'all do not watch this movie if you're not ready to learn the truth. This movie will open your brain up. It will tell you where religion originated from. It will tell you why some of the things that went through in the US are just planned, and how most of these people don't really have a certain, capacity of having empathy towards the masses. They really don't give a fuck about us. It really goes in depth. And as you can see here, this is one part of the movie where it depicts where all religions originated from, which was from Horus. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's crazy, bruh. If y'all not ready to watch this movie, I recommend to not watch it if you're not ready to learn the truth. And you got to come in with an open mind. Use your third eye. Use your discernment from your heart, because this is crazy, man. I love this movie. It's really good.
I actually watched it over the weekend as I was putting together my lineup, and it's very informative. It talks not just about religion, but it talks about a lot of different things. And I actually started watching the other parts. I think one is the addendum, and then there's another one. Just go on Tubi. It's free. It's on Tubi. And just look up the name of the movie. It starts with a Z. I can't remember what it is right now, but you guys seen it in the beginning. If not, rewind it. Oh, I'll put it right here. So yeah, go to watch it. It's pretty interesting.
Gary, Indiana has now been in pitch black, no power, no nothing for about 2 weeks because of one storm. But the AI data centers, oh yeah, they moving, grooving, vibing, and providing. Are you shitting me? We have our priorities so fucked up. Now, the storm that came through was moving 99 miles per hour. I mean, it was fucking the city up. But the response by everybody else, that's what everyone is starting to get pissed off at, because they're basically being let out to dry. And no word from any major news source, president, no, eyes are on Gary Ender. We're gonna send some help down there. It's basically like, yeah, good luck, niggas. We gonna see y'all, when you get power back. We have no idea what's going down there, but hey, the data centers, they're working perfectly. And it's like, okay, what the fuck? NIPSCO, this is the same company that has now raised utility prices for people in Gary Ender by more than $86 per household. Is the same ones that say, hey, we gonna fix this, we gonna get to it, but now it's looking like, next Tuesday. So you have to go another 6 days without power after they just promised that they were gonna have it up by Friday. To show that their priorities are not with the people, but the AI data centers that bring them millions and millions of dollars to their own pocket. Because I could guarantee you, if Jeff Bezos' fucking data center was getting fucked up, that electricity on like that, he probably would even send some people down from his own team. But because it's Gary, Indiana, and it's like, well, who gives a fuck about Gary? Do you see Gary? This shit is a terrible place. A lot of crime. Well, there's still fucking people, that's for sure. And now they have no food. They can't go to a grocery store. They have to drive to whole different cities or different states just to try to put food on their table because nobody turning their fucking lights on.
Pure white granite, very high quality and the highest quality. Very strong granite. You'll never see a crack in this granite.
Trump's can give two fucks about what's going on in Gary, what's going on with the war, what's going on with the economy. But this man Bunker, he cannot wait to build that shit. He's been bragging 24/7.
Grass has a life like humans have a life. This grass is the highest quality. It was given free of charge by Scott's Miracle Grow. Scott's. And Scott's is a great company. They actually contributed to my campaign.
I got a server update and started doing a fucking infomercial mid-sentence. Scott's, good grass, best grass. Got your shit free of charge. I mean, what the fuck is going on?
As you remember, I donated the flagpoles, one on each side. This is a great pole. This is the top of the line. It's tapered. This isn't a straight up and down job, which looks terrible, frankly. That's a tapered pole. Great. I'm very good at flagpoles.
1000% guarantee first in my bloodline to ever hear somebody say, I'm good at flagpoles. What the fuck does that mean? And niggas know you're not good at flagpoles. You've never done flagpoles ever. It's not like when you go to Trump Tower, there's some flagpoles sitting around. No, you made that shit up on the spot.
I almost like to hear bad numbers. I'm saying, I hope we have bad numbers today. Interest rates will go down.
Yep, that's the President of the United States saying, I hope we get bad numbers, because clearly he has no fucking idea how interest rate works, how, honestly, the world or economy works.
And they walk down this path onto that, and they can have cocktails and everything outside of the White House, and then they go into the ballroom. Even the military, they can use it like that, and we have the ballroom is so much a military component with the drones and the bomb shelters and everything else that we have in there. So it's really, that started off as a ballroom, and before we started work, the military came to see me and they say, sir, we have an opportunity to do something incredible here, and we've been trying to do it for 100 years. But we've never had an opportunity like that. So I had to make that decision. And I said, look, go ahead, design what you want. And that goes down 5 stories. It goes down almost 65 feet.
At some point, you almost got to respect it because he do not give a fuck. He basically playing The Sims. See, do you picture, you see the vision? I got it mapped out. They're going to come down, cocktails on this little roadway, helipad right here in the Kali Parasite, and then we got the bunker. Military hit me up, they're like, man, I need that. I said, I got you. 100 years they've been asking. I doubt that's even fucking true. 6 stories down. 6. I can imagine he's going to be on the 6th story, just waiting. As soon as fucking 2028 come around, like, yeah, I'm going to be president again. If not, well, come and get me. Fuck y'all niggas gonna do about it.
I really have no words. I mean, it's like, yeah, keep going.
When it comes to the music industry, moments like this don't just happen for no reason. Let me explain. Have you ever wondered why some of your favorite artists and people are always at the right place at the right time? And I'm not just talking about 20v1s, but they are part of this too. This also includes conferences and interviews and even celebrity basketball games. So what is this? This is the man behind the curtain. PR, which is short for public relations. Now, if you watched my last video, I talked about the hidden roles in the music industry, with one of those roles being PR. And the one thing I mentioned in my last video is that the role of PR is to control the narrative behind artists. Yeah, Drake doing this Lil Bark was cringe, but now we know a little bit more about Drake. Something a lot of Drake fans probably already knew. Keep in mind, it's not really about lying or creating a fake personality. It's really about making sure a specific message gets told to the right people. But let's continue. Now, the interesting thing about PR is that it's not just one person, it's an entire team. For an example, this is one of the biggest PR companies, if not the biggest PR company in the music industry. When you look at the services that companies like the agency group have to offer, it's a lot. Not only is it a lot, but it's also the reason why some fans are obsessed with their favorite artists and why some artists have remained in the spotlight. Like I've mentioned before, PR isn't really a bad thing. They're just doing their job, and it's not really the lie. For an example, moments like Young Thug doing a basketball charity game is a decent example of PR. After the recent case that went down, coordinated or not, you gotta admit, moments like this put Young Thug in a good spotlight to look like a good leader. Not only that, but he's also able to put on other people, which is good PR for everybody. Another good example would be Tyler, the Creator, and how active he is with his fans doing hella shows and whatnot. That's good PR. Kendrick's pop-out concert would also be a good example of some good PR. Not only because it was after his battle with Drake for him to be on top, but it would also put on the whole LA. While we're on the topic of Kendrick, doing the Super Bowl, which is arguably the biggest sports event in the United States, this would actually be the perfect follow-up for him to perform at the Olympics in LA, which would ironically be perfect for Kendrick, because as some of you guys may already know, he was born in Compton, California. So if this actually happened, it would be the perfect full circle moment for Kendrick, especially after the year he had. Anytime an artist tries to narrate or orchestrate a story in their own way, just know there's a PR team behind it. And though we've had artists with some questionable PR moments, through PR they would also attempt to redeem themselves. But yeah, it will always be, yeah, that's honestly a whole different conversation. I don't even know why I brought that up. And I'll say all this to say that when we see moments like this, that connect to moments like this, just know there was more than likely a whole team involved, from a publicist to a social media strategist to a crisis manager, all that. Teamwork made the dream work. If you're an artist or a rapper, none of this is me saying that you have to drop everything you're doing to get a PR team. But if there's a side of you that you've always wanted your fans to see, sometimes a PR team is what you need. Prime example, Drake. But if you like this video, don't forget to like, follow, and comment down below.
Literally, months later, everyone is posting about how the world is running out of water, bro. Y'all probably think that this shit is just a joke, but it's not. Something is happening to our goddamn planet. Literally, something been happening to our shit, and then we're having crazy earthquakes all across the planet right now. What is going on, guys? Then remember I told y'all to at least look at this shit as an opportunity, as the same as they did in 2019, gang. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
We are so cooked. China got robots over there moving, grooving, vibing, sliding, son. They wasn't moving this fast as iRobot. It just broke Usain Bolt record. Nah, it can't slow down. Mars Fair, you guessed it. You know, broken hard drive, something. I don't know. Clearly, we are getting left the fuck behind. This is iniquitous. I mean, what the fuck? The next war with China, they not gonna have to put men with boots on the ground. It's gonna be all robots. And them shit's like fast as fuck. Imagine that shit with a gun or an RPG or a suicide bomber that's moving, grooving, vibing, sliding like that. And alright, AI. No, it's not AI. Go look it up yourself. Yeah, hello? Men in Black? I got a fucking alien on our hands. She's trying to act human and fucking failing at it. This bitch looks fucking insane. And she says she was picked personally by Trump's team.
Conversation with the president by phone to become SBA administrator. He texted me and said, actually, you're going to be in the cabinet.
Do know that we can see the binder too, right? Like the one that you're just, I guess, walking around for show to act like you're doing something with nothing fucking in it. What team do you got?
Think about being small business administrator.
Well, obviously being out with small businesses.
Dap it, I don't give a fuck. I don't know what's going on. But I'll tell you one thing, we cannot let it procreate. Fabio done turned into a gospel rapper. But you know what's crazy? The only reason I'm hating, because I wasn't in the booth for this shit. This shit sound tough.
And I pray so hard I be levitating. When you see my face, it's celebration. When I read that book, it's medication. I tell them go now instead of waiting. And I do so good with delegation. Less drugs equal better patience. And I pray that you just like a meditator. I know they gonna see my dedication. I know somebody gonna tell a nation. Did a little bit of separation, but I still uphold my reputation. And you just lie.
I know the CIA is pissed right now. They go, oh, this nigga's making gospel. Hey, well, that's not on the playbook. Fuck is going on? That really could be your lane too. I mean, church would be fucking electric. Sometimes it slips my mind that it really is lawyers' jobs out there to get bad people the best sentence possible. So it's like, nah, lock that nigga up.
Today, my client got probation. He'll be able to reduce his sentence to a misdemeanor harassment after threatening to kill everybody at his workplace with the Sinaloa cartel.
Oh, whoa, threatening to kill everybody at the workplace with the cartel. Hey, yeah, Judge, they need to run that one back, son. Rabbi Shmuley, Child Protection Services, I have an arrest you need to make. He's sitting on a kid's lap. This is a guy that be selling dildos with his daughter. Oh, say it ain't so. Same shit was going on with Queen Bee. I mean, hey, that's Beyonce, but that's Beyonce. That's the problem. Where it's like, wait a second. Throw flag review to play. She 18. Now, I get it. I know you're talking to Michael Jackson, but why are you sitting on that grown man, white man, bald man lap? It's supposedly I be doing some music shit together. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm just from the outside looking in. This is a little bit weird. I get it. It's MJ on the phone, but you want to like pull up a chair or something, or hover around like this guy?
Shout out to Lawrence. His content is funny, but he be talking about some true stuff. But shout out to him.
Different Strokes, right? The old show.
Different Strokes. Listen to the words.
Right. That part.
Different. It's a different stroke. Like,
oh no!
Hold on.
There's an episode called The Bicycle Man.
This is probably the sickest episode of TV history that I've ever seen in my life. Go ahead.
So there's a guy who owns a bicycle shop, and Arnold and his friend Dudley, they go to this bicycle shop, and this guy, he owns the bicycle shop, right? So then he's like, oh yeah, you guys want bikes? All right, cool. Yeah, come check this out though. Like, it's in his shop. He goes to the back, and he has a whole room with like arcades and candy and all this shit, right?
Oh, it gets weird.
So they're like, oh, this is so cool. Let's, magazines, like comic books and arcades, cool, right? This is in the shop. So he closes the door and, he's like, yeah, let's have some fun or whatever. So then he's like, yeah, let's have some pizza. So has pizza, right? Then after the pizza, he was like, you know what? Don't tell your parents, but I think we should have some wine. He busts out the wine. They're like, wine? Oh yeah, well, we're too young to drink. He's like, oh, it's okay. You don't have to tell your parents. So they're drinking wine, eating pizza.
This is on national TV, yo.
Yeah, and then they're eating pizza, drinking wine, and then he's like, let's take some photos. Come on.
They're really pushing the fucking line.
Yo, so really the kid Dudley takes off his shirt. They're taking pictures. They're a little drunk now, and then he's showing them pictures, like Polaroids. He's like, oh, that's me and some other friends at the water hole. They're like, oh, okay, cool. They're like, wait a minute, you're naked in here.
You don't have any clothes on either.
Oh shit.
Okay, I didn't get that far in the episode. He said that?
Yes, he was naked in the pictures and he was showing them the pictures.
There was no outrage when this came out?
Well, it was an episode to bring awareness. They were saying that because they caught him at the end. Basically, the dad catches him, he goes to jail, and Arnold goes home and he's trying to stay away from everybody because he smells like wine. So he's trying to he's like, hey, hey son, he's trying to hug him. He's like, let me give you a handshake. He's like, what are you doing? Like, what?
Dudley is the one that got naked.
Dudley, yeah, I thought, yeah. He may have got because there's another kid too. They show another kid, like some anonymous kid, like he's walking him out of the bicycle shop. He's like, let's keep this between me and you. Let's not tell your parents.
Man, awareness, my ass, bro.
Hell,
that's a dog whistle. That's all they do is dog whistle.
Yeah, that shit
I don't
was crazy.
That. Yeah,
but they were eating pizza though.
The pizza is what sold it. It was like, yeah, when pizza, knowing what pizza means. Ugh. Yeah. Eesh.
Holy shit. What does everybody see when they go to the movies? These stars wrapped around the mountain. We always see Paramount. Did you know this about stars? And this is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Save this video, share this video. Curious to know your thoughts.
Spinning ball going through outer space, but also at the same time you believe in falling stars. Well, if there's no gravity in space, how does a star fall? Why doesn't it go sideways or up? Why does it always fall down if there's no gravity in space? Okay, well, for one, there's no space. Now, here's the answer for my truthers out there. Now, the Testament of Solomon, just like the Book of Enoch, all these books were stripped from the Bible because they tell us what all these things are that surround us on this earth and what's going on up in the heavens and how everything is made. So, with that being said, let's look and see what Scripture says falling stars are. Okay, Solomon 1:13. And when they were gone, I ordered Obias to be brought forward and said to him, tell me how you know this. And he answered, we demons ascend into the firmament of heaven and fly about among the stars, and we hear the sentences which go forth upon the souls of men, and forthwith we come, and whether by force of influence, or by fire, or by sword, or by some accident, we fail our act of destruction. And if a man does not die of some untimely disaster or by violence, then we demons transform ourselves in such a way to appear to men and be worshipped in our human nature. Therefore, having heard this glorified the Lord God. And again I questioned the demons, saying, tell me how you can ascend into heaven, being demons, and amidst the stars and the holy angels intermingle. And he answered, just as things are fulfilled in heaven, so also on earth are fulfilled the types of all of them. For there are principalities, authorities, world rulers, and we demons fly about in the air. And we hear the voices of the heavenly beings and survey all powers, as having no ground or bases on which to alight and rest. We lose strength and fall off like leaves from trees. And men, seeing us, imagine that the stars are falling from heaven. But it is not really so, King. But we fall because of our weakness, and because we have nowhere anything to lay hold of. And so we fall down like lightnings in the depth of night, and suddenly, and we set cities in flames and fire into fields. For the stars have firm foundations in the heaven, like the sun and the moon. Now, did you pay attention what that said right there? For the stars have firm foundations in the heaven, like the sun and moon, which means they can't fall. They are firmly put there for eternity. Stars do not fall. Demons fall. And I just showed you that in Scripture. It's really, really simple. You're being lied to about your whole reality. And I'm trying to teach you the real reality. It's time to wake up and quit believing these lies that these people have been feeding to you for centuries now. And what you got to ask yourself is, why all the books that were stripped from the Bible are the books that explain to us everything that's going on in the sky and what all these things are made and how they were made. And ain't it funny that all those were stripped from the Bible and the only information you were given about everything up in the sky and all around you now is given to you by NASA? These are not fallen stars. These are the demons, the evil spirits, bound here for eternity until a judgment day. Stars are angels, just as Scripture of Enoch says. And that is why it's called a falling star.
And that's a perfect way to end this video, because I literally have a NASA shirt on, and really I blind listen to a lot of my videos. So the fact that I would have a NASA shirt on, be ending it with NASA with the stars, and we've talked about that. I just literally pulled the shirt up out my thing. I think this might be my shirt. might be my ex shirt, because I'll keep you close. I'm sorry. So it probably is his old shirt that I just threw on to take the kids to school. And yes, I'm tired, so I've been yawning. I've been up working on stuff. But yeah, y'all, it's the best way to end the thing. I have nothing else to say. So you guys, we reached the end of the video. Very informative video. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. I'm not going to hold you. I have some errands to run. So I'm going to go ahead and close this video out. I will see you guys next Wednesday for next week's video. And until I see you guys again, you guys have a great rest of your week. Love you guys very much. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Mwah. Love you guys. See you guys later. Bye.